So in today's video, I want to talk to you about eBay's item-specific changes that are coming the 9th of September. That's about 4 days away. So you need to tune in for this because eBay is going to require all of us to make these changes to our items that we're listing. So without any further ado, let's go. Many of you out there know about eBay's item specifics and the fact that we need to make sure that we update our item specifics for our existing listings, but also we need to include more item specifics for our new listings as well. And so eBay has sort of been warning us over the last few months that we need to start including more item specifics. And there's even a countdown right now. I'll show you the picture here. This is the screen that I got when I finally clicked on that mysterious link from last week. I went back and clicked on it again. It made me verify my account and it came to this particular page. And there's a couple drop downs, and the funny thing is these drop downs will tell you what item specifics that you're missing currently in your listings. So I clicked on the drop down, and what a joke. It came up with about a dozen listings that were missing item specifics from 2 to 3 months ago. These items are already sold, and is basically telling me I need to change these item specifics. Well, I'm not selling these items. There's no need to do that. There's not one current listing in my store that it's pointing to saying that I need to change my item specifics. And so I click down below. There's a link to Optiseller, and this is eBay's third party. So it's not really an eBay tool. What eBay, it looks like they've done is they've contacted a third party software company, and they've developed a piece of software that'll go into your store and identify what item specifics you're missing. Now, the caveat here is eBay has stated that in 4 days, if you do not have the required item specifics for your listings, you're not going to be able to list, relist, or revise your item unless that information is updated. And so, okay, fine, I get that, but this particular tool, this Optiseller, is supposed to go in and fix all your current listings, which is great, right? If you're not able to list an item, revise, relist an item, maybe an older item that you have in stock that you now have in stock that you're now relisting, using an older listing that has not yet been updated, you'll have to have all that information in the listing before you can make it live again. So what is the purpose for Optiseller if beyond updating my store, which we get a free account through the end of December, I believe, but beyond updating my store with their tool, what other use am I going to have for this thing if I'm required to keep these item specifics updated at the moment I list the item? So it just doesn't make sense to me. I would recommend not falling for this money grab. I'm sure they have something worked out where eBay gets a percentage of whatever money is collected by this third-party software developer. Looking at the videos, even trying it out for myself, they found 2 current items that I listed recently out of my entire store that needed one item specific updated. And the problem with item specifics is if you're selling, let's say you're parting an item out, or if you are selling accessories, let's say from a non-working unit, but the accessories are something you can resell to somebody, the item specifics aren't really going to work for those items, and so and I'm sure you can go back and just fill in the item specifics if the item was complete. That could be misleading to a buyer who is maybe mistaking that for a complete unit and you're just parting it out. So, for me, I don't get it. I understand the need to have item specifics, with the whole Google search linking in with eBay, helping us have more exposure to potential buyers outside of the platform. I understand that. But to me, unless you could show me how this is going to benefit me and make listing easier, I don't see how this is making listing any easier. As I've mentioned in previous videos, you need to focus on certain item specifics, and the ones I could tell that this software and eBay was focusing on is having a UPC. Now, if you don't have a UPC, you leave it blank, right? But having a UPC, having an MPN, that's the manufacturer's part number, and this can be found on the retail packaging in many cases, or the website that the item was purchased from. If you're dealing with liquidation returns like myself, you can go to the site that sold the item originally, and you should be able to find this. But I think the quickest way of finding the MPN would be to go into a competitor's listing or a previous sold listing for that item. You'll notice you have the model number, which in many cases is the same thing as the MPN. Sometimes it's a little bit different. It could be the manufacturer's name, the name they've given that particular line of whatever, followed by a number. But using the MPN, it shouldn't be a problem either. Another thing I noticed is that eBay wants, in many categories, wants you to put a type. So if you have the right category selected for your item, when you click on type, there's a drop down. You should be able to find something that fits the type of item that you're selling. If not, if nothing appears to match what you're selling, let's go back to that example. I'm selling accessories for this unit that is no longer functioning, but I can sell the accessories. I am going to maybe put what those accessories are, just generic. That should work just fine for the purpose of putting something in under type. Okay, going through and trying to list as many item specifics as you can is what you want to do. You don't need to go and buy this tool, in my opinion. I think it's just another money grab, and honestly, your money could be better spent somewhere else. I think the plans start at like 40 bucks. We get this tool to the end of the year, so you might as well take advantage of it. Run the tool, see what you think about it, and go in and fix your missing item specifics with that tool if you want. I just got through doing that. Like I said, I only had a couple. I'm not impressed, and so it's up to you. But really, guys, focus more on your item specifics, more so than your description. More and more customers are buying through their tablets and their cell phone, their mobile phone. They're out and about, they're not in front of their computer, and they discover they need or want a certain item. They'll get right on their mobile phone. They won't wait until they get home. And when those customers do that, they're not seeing your fancy description that you might have set up for people on a PC to see. They're going to see those item specifics, and the item specifics are going to tell the story about your item. And I think that's why eBay is really pushing this, because not only do we have the Google search that I discussed earlier, but a customer, they get the listing that pops up. Your listing comes up on their screen, and if you only have a few item specifics, that customer may be confused if that item is going to be what they're looking for. So they'll go to the next person that might have more item specifics, and and so forth. So it's very important that you get your item specifics updated. I've given you the methods to do it on your own. You don't need a $40 software to do this. And like I said, I don't know how this software is going to function once you get your item specifics updated, because new listings, it's not going to allow you to list that item unless you have those item specifics. So there won't be a need for a software to go back and check your listings if your listings are up to date to begin with. So don't fall for that software. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend buying a third-party software for that type of thing, but that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think down below. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? Well, I might be, but as far as it relates to this particular situation, what do you think about this Optiseller tool and just in general the item specifics and any methods you might have that might be able to expedite or save somebody time when they're creating their listings and looking for item specifics. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and to make you aware that in 4 days this is all launching, and go in and check for yourself. eBay will make you verify your account and it'll give you a brief drop down. Don't be surprised if you see a few items that they have recommended for you to change that may already be sold. In fact, all of them were for me. And just take care of your account. So please take a moment to hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and I should come out with the video here in the next few days. Flippin' ain't easy. That's why I named my channel this, because it ain't easy. And this is just another example of one of the hurdles that eBay is making you jump over to get through as a seller. So have a great weekend and keep making those sales.